and then we will like we will yes, what happened here? Okay, just
nothing. I started the recording, so
the recording, yes. And yeah, so what I was saying that then the fear of like missing the person, or the person will find someone better or will experience someone better, is something that of course it comes, no, and together with it there is other many things, you know, maybe the person that will bring inside the relationship can affect the relationship in some way. So I feel in this topic of, before to go in an open relationship or a polygamous relationship, it should be a really deep relationship between the two persons. And I think it's really important that the both of the person inside the relationship should have done some work, or should do together also some work together to get step by step in that state, or in the place where we can be comfortable of being in our relationship and experience it with others. Because it's true that it can give a lot of empowerment. It's true that it can give a lot of growth to the couple itself, and let it experience what is this freedom and what this actually means to real love. But also it depends how you get there, and the way you get there, and the space you are when you get there. So I think all in Tantra, in life, we need to do a lot of work with ourselves first. So when you feel ready, that you're ready to experience in a relationship, that's the second step. Because then when we are together in a relationship, we start learning more also about ourselves, and many things that when we are alone, somehow we kind of not observe much because they're not arising because we are alone. But then when we start working in a couple, then it's when more growth happen, when more things arise, when we start moving, shaking stuff that also not very pleasant. You know, there is many things that can rise during a relationship, that they can be these fears of jealousy or whatever it is, or other things that we start being aware of. And then together in a healthy relationship, we should like be able to learn from it and growing from it. So once together in a relationship, there is this kind of state of like growing together and building a trust with the two person in the couple. When this trust is really like firm, when there is really a pure trust in each other, when there is no doubt about the love of each other and the path you are both in, I think that is the stage when you can start thinking and exploring and seeing how you can get to be in an open relationship. So I think it's very important to take these steps and not rushing out, because it can be also okay like this for somehow, but I don't think in a long term it will work. Because first of all, you need to really work with yourself, then work with the partner, trust each other, have some experience together in trusting each other and growing and learning from each other and learning together. And then it's a stage when you can start experiencing with others. So, and then also, even if you've done a lot of work already, like as I was saying in the retreat with I don't remember what was the question, but it's like Tantra and everything in our life is like as a fire, right? That, you know, you need to keep working on it to make it light. So even now, when you've done all this work and then you want to starting experience it with others, also there is good that it's really important to have a lot of communication with between the couple, a lot of communication with yourself. So be authentic. So another thing we're exploring in the retreat we did, and also in the retreat we will do, is, you know, this part of that is a really, I think, important part of Tantra, that is about reconnect with your true self. So, and see in what space I'm acting, or I'm saying, or I'm speaking my truth. So once you connect with yourself, connect with the couple, a lot of communication, a lot of awareness, you know, and on see how you connect also with the person outside, if you are fully truth to with your word, with your action. So I think it's really sensible topic. So that's why we can learn much more from it, because we need extra awareness, we need extra consciousness, extra communication with ourselves and with the partner and with the person that you bring in the relationship, or you're gonna just go experiencing in a relationship. So I think that polygamy can, I think it's something natural. Like I think I think it's normal to feel like you can love someone, and this is no doubt that you can love someone 100%, but then feel attraction to experiencing with others. That, I mean, it's not just about having sex or having like a sexual relationship, but just experiencing somehow. Because, you know, we are unique, we are all beautiful beings, and there is a lot to learn from different relationships. And there's some natural instinct to, even when you are with long time with someone and you love someone, that you can have attraction for someone else. So the thing, this is natural, and not so. I look it in a point that if it's a natural way this is happening, why then my rationality on mind stop it? And then of course, one of the reasons, what I was saying before, is fears and it's preconcept, and it's like we don't want to hurt the other person. That's why I think Tantra, we help the path of Tantra and self-awareness help a lot on this, because it's not just, okay, no, this is not good, okay, I don't do it. And then I live all my life with someone and then I don't experience nothing until, and then I'm unhappy, or just I start having even problems inside the relationship because I cannot communicate with the person, because probably the person will be angry at me if I say I want to experience someone else. And maybe just little things, like maybe it's not so important for you, but with the long term, maybe can also be one of the reasons that can cause problem inside a relationship. Instead of thinking, when we are in this path of Tantra or just self-awareness, call it whatever, in whatever word you would like to call it, we started more having like a healthy communication with ourselves and with the partner. So it can bring us to talk about this polygamy, because also for, I guess, for many couples, it's not even a topic to rise, because it feels bad from one side. They'll feel like, okay, no, they will, her or he will not ever accept this, or will think like I want to just cheat on him. You won't understand me. So yeah, that's why it's a path that it's possible. It can be really beautiful, can be really empowerment. But also, of course, it's not an easy path. As Tantra is not an easy path, we know that in Tantra we experience a lot of pleasure, and we can experience life fully. We can have a lot of liberation, releasing of like emotional and other traumas. But also, yeah, it's not easy. It's just not all about pleasure. It's also all about facing reality, facing our life, facing our being, facing our preconcept, all this, but in a healthy way. So not in a way of like judging myself. Oh, why I'm feeling this emotion? Why I want to feel out? For example, in this case, I feel like I'm attracted with someone. I'm not gonna judge myself. I'm gonna just somehow find a way to explain it and to talk about it with my partner. And then there, each partner, each situation, of course, is really different. So I think everyone in a specific relationship should see how can work this in our relationship, how we can build up if we want to go towards that, or if not, maybe try it for a while and then see, okay, this doesn't work, or maybe this way doesn't work, can work another way. So I think also being opening and being so adapting yourself to see what it's that make us feel good, what is make feel us that we are empowering each other, we are growing together, we are not getting stuck, or we are not like repressing ourselves, but we are expressing in a healthy way, in a conscious way.
Yeah, exactly. Beautifully expressed. Thanks, Alex. And yeah, just to add, because I see, Arpana, you further commented that there could be a lot of fears which can come up, because there's so many ideas around relationships. There are so many ideas and belief system, especially in a country like India, that, you know, can't multiple diary. It is something that you are trying and opening to something new. So before you try anything out, as Alex also said, it's important that you have one, you know, really primary relationship wherein you make each other and then purpose. Why do you want to experience also? Just interrogate and introspect in your own self, and also discuss it with your partner, because it's also important to see that you're not hanging in a relationship out of just some security, and you're not there, but you want to try multiple partners, but you're still sticking to this relationship for wrong reasons. So there's a lot of awareness you need to bring, and introspection you need to do, and yeah, and see from there. And also we keep changing, you know, sometimes you want a polygamous relationship, but sometimes you may like a monogamous relationship. So also be true to, you know, as the water and the waves changes with the moon season, how you are changing, be authentic to that. And moving, you know, next to, somebody asked a very, I think, important question: how do you term tantra therapy? And that could be also questions for many people who are not introduced to tantra. or who don't know much about Tantra. So, as we say in tantric therapy or in Tantra, we do not exclude anything. We do not exclude our sexual energy. We do not say that anger, possessiveness, jealousy, or any kind of negative emotions are bad. We say, okay, there is this issue or there is this problem. Let's see it. Let's bring awareness. Let's meditate. Let's see how we can transcend this energy into love, into nectar, into something more. So, same, in Tantra therapy, we do not exclude sex, whereas in all other religions or most of the spiritual disciplines, apart from Taoism, what I know that it does not address sex, and sex is one of our powerful, creative life force energy, which, if channeled, if opened and channeled in a correct way, it has the unlimited amount of supply of energy it can give us in our life in every aspect of our life, whether it is a love relationship, whether it is work, whether it is success, business, you name it, you would see an unlimited amount of energy and focus and happiness and joy, behind, um, they say every successful man there is a woman, and behind every successful woman there is this connection and the relationship and pleasure. So when you really go deeper into your sexuality without any inhibitions, there is so much more we can discover. There's so much more we can enjoy. There's so much more we can feel in our life. So in tantric therapy, we work with every aspect of our life. We are not saying no to anything. And similarly, when we say about from kama to moksha, kama means pleasure, kama means sex, and moksha means salvation, freedom, inner freedom. Can we really channel, can we really move this sexual energy to creativity, to more love, to compassion, to change and transcend this energy, transmute this energy into something more? So yes, that's what we mean by tantric therapies, and we use different kind of tools, meditation practices, rituals, breath work, to go deeper into this kind of work, or to transcend the energy, or to transform the energy. Anything, Alex, if you like to add, please feel free.
Yes, yeah, I would like to add this that yeah, also we keep saying and we say no, Tantra is not just about sex, but in this specific topic of this retreat online that we're gonna do, we decided to actually focusing on sex, but not just the sex, the act of having sex, but how to channelize the sexual energy, how to use it for improving our spiritual life and also physical life, of course. So yeah, like I wanted to add the specific about the retreats that like we're gonna explore like really different ways how we can move the energies. So it's a really important topic that many times I think why this is not something that should be like taught, like while we are teenager, while we are growing up, how we can use this sexual energy and use it in a healthy way, right? So of course, also you can use the techniques and stuff that we're gonna learn. You can use it also to have more pleasure in your sexual life. But I think the point that we understood is that this can go much further than that. So instead of using this beautiful and really powerful energy that is, a great life, we are coming out of it. So instead of just using it to create a climax and then an orgasm and then done, and then that's it, it's much more, we can go much more further than that. So we can use it to, we will see like we explore different techniques that doesn't, you don't need to have an experience. Of course, each one of us, more you practice, the more you bring it, more you go deeper in the practice, more you will find more the connection with the practice and more you will experience where it brings you. But like we move our energy in our body through the breath, through the sounds, and through the bandhas. So we will experience in different way how we move these energies and how we can actually use it really to have more creativity, how to bring more like focus in our life or whatever is your intention in that moment. So I think there was maybe a block in the video. I don't know. I cannot see you anymore. You can see me? Can you see me in the?
Yeah, I can see you. Yes,
All right.
yes, we can see you. I think the
Yes.
connection is a little bit unstable, so
Okay. So, no, yeah. So I'm talking with someone. So right. So yeah. So what I want to just make this point that because I think also Tantra is really so many times misunderstood, that it's all about sex and then sex and orgies and whatever. It's not about that. It's about actually the opposite. So how to talk about sex, how to experience sex in a more conscious and more deep way that is can empower our lives. Because also in sex there is a lot of doubt and a lot of shame to talk about, and there is from the both men and women, I guess. And if there is any man and woman that want to share something here, you can share. But I heard in different retreats and workshops we did, when we talk about this openly, how it can be that easy actually to talk and to find this this connection also between the female and between the male, and how to improve even the sexual life. And then all the tools that we can use, we will see in the retreat, and that we learn from Tantra, and are tools that we can use to actually channelize in energies and really use it in a way that can make us experience life with a different perspective, in a way that we can really use our own supply to empower ourselves. So yeah, I think this is the point. The only point I want to make is that, of course, this can be used for having pleasure in our sex, but also it's something that go deeper than that, go behind that. So just to make clear about this point about Tantra, because many times I feel like, but Tantra is just sex. No, Tantra is not just sex. Of course, Tantra embraces everything. It included with this there is a really powerful energy that is our sexual energy, that is source of creation, that of course Tantra embrace it with awareness, with consciousness, with tools, with instruments, how to deal with it, how to use it to improve our experience, the physical and the energetical and spiritual path.
Exactly. Yes. And thanks for highlighting this, that people think that Tantra is only about sex and orgies and maybe voodoo or black magic, but no. There is so much more, and it's a complete transformative path for anyone. And in fact, this, I can assure that this is one of the most rapid paths to transformation, bring transformation in life, bring changes in life, what you may be desiring and not able to achieve maybe through some other meditation practice. But a tantric path really works like a catalyst, like a very speedy growth. And I see my own example, so I can really vouch for it. And yes, and because Tantra is something very closely related to our life, whatever it is addressing, like emotions, love, relationships, intimacy, sexuality, creativity, it's all related to our day to day aspect of life. So it's very much, us, it's very much human. It's very much related to feminine and masculine energy, and nourishing this feminine masculine energy, which is there in each one of us. So how to bring this balance, this harmony between the feminine and masculine energy in outside our relationships and also within us. So how this dance can happen, on which this whole universe is, co-creating. So, so yes, it's a very interesting journey. Also, it's not boring, and probably many people think that meditation is all about just sitting with your closed eyes for hours, focusing on some point or focusing on the breath. No, it's not just about that. There is so many more techniques. There's so many more ways um, to reach to that place of no mind, or into that peaceful state of mind. So it would be very interesting if you haven't explored yet and you really want to. And this is why we are bringing this online course or journey, because people who couldn't join us offline in Goa for some or other reason, this is the opportunity. This is the opportunity to meet in a group where you can talk openly, where you can know and be guided how to channel and direct this powerful force of energy, powerful life creating energy, and also how to direct this energy to your own benefits, to your own good, to use this as your powerhouse and go from here to every way or to every aspect in your life. So yeah, Arpana has asked one more question, which Arpana I will read, but I don't really fully understand. But yes, like me and my partner are attracted to others as well. And I also see we are wanting to transform this so-called lust. There is this longing to love. Yes, at the end, we all have this longing to love and be loved. So sex, when it is approached just as a body meeting, it will fall very soon. So it is very important that you bring love and you bring meditation to this sex, and then you see the result, and then you see the power of it. It will bring much more deeper fulfillment. It will bring a lot of awareness. And yeah, so try, in different ways, I would say. So if it is feeling lusty, maybe need more, yeah, love and awareness to that. Anything, Alex, you would like to add? Maybe we have 5 more minutes before we say, yeah, goodbye for this particular session.
Yeah, I mean, well, that's about what you were just saying now, or the last question. I didn't understand probably, but I think it was about. Anyway, what I will just add about it, yeah, that is the main thing is how you say love, and it's not just a physical. It's not just about like a physical experience, but it's also about connection. I think that is the main point, no? So to really find this connection with ourselves, and once we have this connection with ourselves, then it becomes easier and more to connect with the others from a not from our mind, but from our soul, from our truth. So yeah, I want to just yeah. So all the techniques that we will explore in this online retreat, but also when we do the live retreat, yeah, it's all practices and tantra. It's all practices to find this connection with yourself, connection with love, connection with the other people, other person in front of you. And now we all know it's not just about sex, but so it's about really like this feeling of belonging, this feeling of love, to be love, to be in love. So yeah, we're
Yeah.
gonna explore a lot of way to connect with
Yes.
ourselves and with the
Yes,
others.
exactly. Exactly. So one very interesting question I see from Meghna. Thanks, Meghna, for asking. That how can you use the sexual energy to help in your career? Very well, you can. And I, in fact, just read very interesting book, and it talked about that for people who are sexually open, it is a blessing and not a curse. So many people who think that, oh, we have so much of sexual energy, and they don't know what to do with all this energy, and especially men, and they masturbate like maybe twice or thrice in a day and try to release and get rid of this energy. No, this is how Tantra can help, that how you channel and open this energy. And because people who are, so in this book it was said, people who are very sexually open, or there, in their handshake, in their whole body language, there is an attraction, there is a magnetism. And the moment you feel, you understand that you are, you have this choice, or you have this power of releasing your sexual energy, whether you have this choice, whether you want to release this sexual energy or whether you want to channel the sexual energy. Just imagine, if you have this power, the magnetism multifolds. It brings you more into your body, into more awareness, and there is more attraction, there is more magnetism to your being, in everything, every way, how you carry yourself, how you talk, how you speak, in your way, in your touch, there's much more grace. And also in your career, you get more clear, you can make more conscious choices. You become more aware of your thoughts, because channeling sexual energy also means a lot of things you address before. You address your fears, you address how to calm your thoughts, you address in numerous things before you are even able to channel this energy and become a multi-orgasmic being. And that would not even need stimulation. We think that to have an orgasm we need stimulation. No, my first full body orgasm, as I've shared even before, was just drinking coconut water and dancing for 4 hours nonstop, and that was my first full body orgasm. And I was like, wow, what is this happening? So that is the power of the sex energy, that, you know, once you have this choice, once you have this power, you know how to use it. You have multifold of energy. You don't feel tired so much. If you really love what you're doing in the work, you won't feel tired. Maybe you will work 5 hours, but you will have so much focus that you're able to produce more. You're able to generate more. You're more efficient, and you have more energy for every aspect of your life. So thanks, Meghna, for asking this question. And Alex, if you like to add quickly anything, please.
No, maybe one thing that we didn't talk about it is about when now you're talking about orgasm. Yeah, one of the things we're gonna experience, we're gonna explore also in the workshop, is how physically actually use it, instead of, especially for men, also for women, is there is some great tools to how we can, instead of when we reach this moment before having an orgasm, how we can cultivate this control of not just bringing out, so you know, this energy through, you know, coming, but how to bring it up, how to use it for, I was saying, for use it for more feeling, for example, as she was saying, to really feel a full body orgasm, or how to use it for having more focus, or to have more creativity or more energies. So this is one of the techniques that we're going to explore that is really powerful, and it's really ancient techniques that have been used. Well, I guess come here from India, and well, Taoism also come from India, no? The origin. So yeah, so we're gonna also learn these tools, how we can actually physically cultivate and have this sadhana, this practice, to raising this energy, instead of just coming after when we feel the orgasm, just reaching the climax, letting go and just lose it. In a way, how we can use it, how we can actually reach this full orgasm, I should say, full body orgasm, or how we can use this energy for higher purpose. So yeah, of course, this is going to be one of the topics that we're going to explore in the online retreat.
Yeah, exactly. And, you know, people, whether men or women, who have issues regarding, you know, multiple, you know, either with watching pornography or masturbation, too much masturbation and losing it out energy, or women not feeling sexually attracted to their partners, or couples facing this issue of not having a good sexual life or intimacy. So this course could be really, really helpful. And we are offering right now the early bird price also. And we priced it really in a way that, you know, more and more my Indian sisters and friends can join in, and we can bring this wisdom back to India. Tantra originated from India, but somehow it has got lost, or the meaning, or real meaning or depth of Tantra has been lost in all these years. So just to bring this wisdom back into this country, we thought of creating this online sharings where, yeah, we can talk, share, and yeah, bring a lot of wisdom from this particular spiritual path to all of you. So yes, it's also good for couples to join, or single, if you are, to really know how, even if you do not have a partner, how to really work with this energy, how to really move this energy, how you can use and benefit this energy into higher good. And thank you to all of us for joining and for listening. And we hope to see some of you starting on 8th of April is this online course, From Karma to Moksha, or Karma, the Path to Moksha. How sexuality can be sacred, how sexuality can be a path to salvation, to moksha, to inner freedom. So know it for yourself, empower yourself, and we see you there. Thank you, Alex, for taking out this time, and I also see you on 8th or
Yes.
maybe before.
Yeah. All right. Thank you, everyone, for joining us, and for your question, and for being here. And yeah, we'll see you in the 8th.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye.